Good morning, everybody. Rick Roll. Let's see. It is Tuesday. It is the 1st of February. That tells me it is king cake season, and I see one in the making. That's a creation, but this is not like anybody else's king cake because it is a Lowder's baking company king cake. And they've been doing this, Preston and Sarah, since they fell in love over king cakes. Kind of, sort of, wasn't it? At the duck pond years ago, and you guys started making them out of your houses, and then you opened this little tiny little place on Fern Avenue. Now it's a corporation. My gosh, they've spread over to Ruston now. It's amazing. All right, Preston, tell me what you're doing, and why is that different from somebody else's cake?
We're making our king cake right here. Our focus is on the dough, and we want to have a really high quality product using like high quality ingredients that go into our dough. So the way our bread product that comes at the end has got a really soft, tender, moist crumb.
Okay. And what is Sarah doing? She's decorating.
I am decorating our king cake. So what I'm doing is I'm taking our icing and putting it on top. This king cake is already filled with our cream cheese filling. And then I'm going to put our king cake sugars on, our purple, green, and gold.
All right. Do you know what those mean?
So it stands for justice, power, and faith.
You go, girl. You're about the only one that gets that right. Very, very well done. And again, so I'm not watching some of the other folks make king cakes. I see this big, huge glump of filling go inside. You do it a different way.
So we do it a different way. So we put our filling in. We make all our fillings from scratch. It's really important that we use really fresh ingredients. And so we have kind of a short menu list. We have our traditional, which is our brown sugar cinnamon, our cream cheese, which is our most popular, and then we have a weekly special. So this week it's pecan pralines and cream. We use local Louisiana pecans from a pecan orchard that's very nearby, and so it's just a neat way to kind of introduce those local ingredients.
Where does the baby go? The baby Jesus.
On ours goes on top. We leave it for the customer to actually do the hiding of it, and kind of as tradition says is whoever gets the baby in their slice is obligated to bring the next king cake to the next celebration.
Okay, I love it. All right, now 30 seconds, you've expanded. You're now for sale in Ruston.
We are so excited. We just opened up our second location in Ruston, Louisiana. We are in historic downtown, and so this is our second location of the bakery. So we are having a really great busy season.
And oh, by the way, talk about busy. You were in Washington, D.C. for Mardi Gras in Washington.
We were.
Spent a week there. My gosh, Mike Johnson, the whole bit.
Yes, we were in Washington Mardi Gras for a full week. We did the breakfast pastries, king cakes for the Shreveport-Bossier Hospitality Suite. Lots of king cakes, lots of festiveness that week.
I think you're going to set a record. They're trying to beat 10,000. I think this is the season. Again, folks, there's a lot of really good king cakes all over the Arklatex, but none quite like the ones they make at Lowder's Baking Company on Fern Avenue. Coming back to y'all. I'm always your good buddy on Tuesday mornings. I wonder why. All right, now you're looking at Louisiana Cooking Magazine, and who is this beautiful young couple right there? That would be Sarah and Preston Lowder, named Best New King Cake in Louisiana just a couple of years ago. Look at their books. The Big Book of King Cakes. Who knew there was such a thing? All this Mardi Gras paraphernalia. This is inside their wonderful little, well, it used to be little. It's not little anymore. It's on Fern Avenue. People love this thing. It is expanded. They are a corporation now. My gosh, they have an estate. They have another place in Ruston, and it's just amazing. This is Sarah and Preston. They're making king cakes this morning, and theirs are different. I'm just telling you, they are. Preston, tell me why a Lowder cake, you can tell it's different.
We focus on the high quality ingredients going into our dough. We want our crumb in our king cakes just to be super soft, moisture.
Okay. So
retentions
you're really into bread.
Oh yeah.
You're the guru of bread.
So it's really tender, really really moist when you take a bite of it, and it stays like that for a long time.
Okay. All right. And then Miss Sarah, you are decorating here. The other thing you do is you inject the filling.
We do. So we put in our fillings. We have kind of a short list with our king cake menu. We have our traditional, which is our brown sugar cinnamon, our cream cheese, which is our most popular flavor throughout the season, and then we have a weekly special. So this week it's our pecan pralines and cream. We use local Louisiana pecans and just really good high quality ingredients, fresh baked.
Okay. And so those would be inside, and that happens, you actually inject it.
Yes, we
Okay.
put it in, and so that way every slice you get, we want it to be the right balance of filling and king cake with
Prove it to me. I want to see that beautiful. There it is, right there. All right, there's the filling that was injected.
So this is our cream cheese king cake, and you can see the cream cheese inside.
Yes.
So we feel like it's a really good balance of a king cake.
And then the dough, the bread, is the other thing that is unique to y'all. You do it differently than anybody else,
We
right?
do. We feel like that is our secret. Our dough is kind of a mix between a brioche and a sweet dough. It's
Okay.
our proprietary recipe. We make it from scratch every
Yeah.
single morning, so we want to be sure we're putting out the best, freshest products possible.
Look at that. All right. And then you ship, because you've become this corporate entity, ship all over the country. Look at this nice little kit here, Jeff.
Yes, so we ship all over the country. We can ship. We ship as a king cake kit. So we send a king cake that's fully baked, that's sealed to a cake board, along with icings and
Yeah.
sprinkles, and we
Wow.
have instructions on how to put together your king
Wow.
cake kit. We also have a little card in there that gives you the history of the king cake. We are really big on the history of king cake,
Yeah.
why it's so important to our state of Louisiana, and so we love being able to share that.
I bet. And boss, we also have some pictures of you at Washington Mardi Gras. Spent the whole week up there.
We did.
And you were up there working.
We were there on a working trip. We feel very, very fortunate to have the opportunity to work Washington Mardi Gras. So we would do the breakfast pastries, king cakes, cookies for the Shreveport Bossier Hospitality Suite, and we had the honor to serve Mike Johnson our king cakes too in his suite.
By the way, they also have lots of other things. This is a bakery that serves all kinds of stuff. It's an amazing story. Fell in love at a Mardi Gras thing, parade on the duck pond. Started this little business, and now they're a corporate entity. Expanded to Ruston, selling king cakes all over America. Remember, nobody does it quite the way they do at Lowder's. Coming back to y'all.
Get ready for king cake. We're getting ready for it. Rick Rowe is sampling some of the best there is this morning. Hey, Rick.
Amen. Boy, I tell you what, Nate, it is that time of year. Come on now. It's almost mid-February, and you got to do a king cake. And we've got some good ones all over the Arklatex, but there's none quite like this one, especially this one. I haven't seen a chocolate king cake in quite a while, Sarah Lowder. What is this all about?
So this is our brand new flavor that we are actually debuting today. This is our dark chocolate ganache king cake. So it's a brand new one that we're going to have on our menu for the rest of the season. We're very excited about it. We've never made one like this.
Ganache. What is that?
So ganache is a mixture of our Belgian dark chocolate and a heavy cream. And what we do is we whip it up, we put it inside the king cake, and then we do our king cake icing, which we add our Dutch cocoa powder to. And it's just a really decadent, rich king cake flavor option.
Decadent, as in sinful. That's sinful is what you said. Okay, so there's chocolate cakes at Lowder's are sinful. My goodness. Because you heavenly. There you go. Can't stop eating them. So inside, if we were to cut into that, what would we see?
So we would see our dark chocolate ganache filling. So what we do is we whip it so it's almost more of like a dark chocolate mousse.
Okay.
And so it's really, really good. It's a good combination between our bread consistency and that chocolate.
Speaking of bread, there's the guru of bread, husband Preston. All right, my brother, what's different about your case? Because everybody, when they eat a Lowder king cake, they say, this one is different.
Yeah, so we really focus on the dough. We focus on the crumb of the bread. We want to have a really moist, tender crumb. We put a lot of butter, a lot of sugar.
So the crumb, this is the crumb right in there?
That's right.
That's the crumb.
And we use high quality ingredients made from scratch right here at Lowder.
Okay. And you're
and-
apparently doing really well with them, because we've got some pictures. You guys spent a week in D.C.
That's right.
hanging out with the senators and congressmen and Speaker of the House Mike Johnson. Lord Almighty, selling your king cakes, right? Or at least showing them off, having
Yes.
people sample.
We were serving our king cakes in Washington, D.C. Mardi Gras, and we were really fortunate to have that opportunity. And so we just got back from there last week, and
Wow.
it was a busy, kind of fun-filled, packed week.
I can imagine. By the way, you ship them all over America now. You're big time. This is a neat little shipping kit.
So we are so excited about our shipping kit this year. We've done new packaging. We've done a custom box with it. And what we do is we ship our king cakes as a king cake kit. So we have a fully baked king cake that's sealed to a cake board. It comes with icing, sprinkles, Mardi Gras beads, instructions on how to assemble your king cake kit, and then an info card on the history of Mardi Gras and the significance of king cake that it has with our state of Louisiana. And so we're just really excited to have this option. You can send some Louisiana love to any state in the U.S.
Yeah, it's amazing. We're out of time, but they do have a new place, folks. So if you live in Ruston or around Ruston, there's a Lowder's Baking Company in Ruston. Real quick, where?
Yes, so we are downtown Ruston on West Park Avenue. We're open Wednesday through Saturdays over in Ruston.
Nobody does it quite the way they do. King Cakes at Lowder's.
Now we're going to turn it over on this Tasty Tuesday to our good friend. He is very sweet. It's Mr. Rick Rowe.
Yeah, but only on Tuesday. That's the only time you say that, Brother Brian. And this is why you call me sweet, because you're looking at some cinnamon there. And it must be, there's something about that dough. Because this is the man, the guru. When it comes to bread and dough, this guy is, he's the man. There's nobody like him. This is Lowder's Baking Company. This is Preston and Sarah Lowder. They started this whole enterprise, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 years ago. Kind of fell in love at the Kings Highway Duck Pond, started doing king cakes out of their home. Did 300 or 400 people said, wow, these are really good. Opened up this place on Fern Avenue, and now they are a corporate entity. About to be on the New York stock market. That's how successful they have become. All right, what are you cutting into, Miss Sarah?
So I am cutting into our pecan pralines and cream king cake. And so what this is our specialty flavor this week. This is our cream cheese and pecan praline filling. It's all made from scratch. This is probably our most popular specialty flavor that we have during the season.
Wow, only this week.
Only this week, yes. So we have kind of a short menu list for our king cakes. We have our traditional, which is our brown sugar cinnamon.
Right.
Our cream cheese, which is our most popular flavor throughout the season. And then we have a weekly special. So our special this week is pecan pralines and cream. We also have two kind of other specialty flavors that we have. We have our berry chantilly.
Yeah, look at this, folks.
Which is
Feast your eyes on that. Are you kidding me?
It has a strawberry and cream cheese filling that we make from scratch, and a vanilla bean chantilly cream on top with fresh fruit. So that's a really good one. And then one that we are just starting today, it's a brand new one. This is our dark chocolate ganache. So we are very excited to debut this. This is unlike anyone we've done before. So we take our dark Belgian chocolate, and then we whip it with heavy cream to make almost a dark chocolate mousse. And then we take our king cake icing, add our Dutch chocolate to the top, and cover it so it's a really decadent option that we have.
Unbelievable. By the way, you're selling them all over the world now, so you've got to have this kit.
Yes, so we ship our king cakes to any state in the United States. We ship ours as a king cake kit, so we do our fresh baked king cake that's sealed to a cake board. We ship icing and sprinkles with it, along with instructions to how to assemble your king cake kit, and a card about the history of king cake and the significance it has to our state of Louisiana. And so this is a great way to send Louisiana love. You can even add some masks and tiaras to your king cake kit that you ship.
Love the idea. Oh, in addition to all of that, shake and bake, or no,
yes,
what do you call this? Bake and take. Take and bake.
So we have our full menu going on simultaneously with our king cakes at the bakery. Our breakfast pastries, our breads, our desserts, and this is our take and bake. We have a crawfish pie using Louisiana crawfish tails. Everything's made from scratch. And then this is our take and bake cinnamon roll. So it's many dozen cinnamon rolls. It goes straight from the freezer to your oven. So it's a really great way to get fresh baked at your house early in the morning.
And by the way, this would feed a family of 5, like the Lowder family.
So we have 3 kids. One crawfish pie serves our family fully. So we say 4 to 5 servings per crawfish pie.
Amazing, folks. And again, we have great king cakes all over the Arklatex, but everybody that bites into one of these says, this is different. And it's a Lowder's. That's how you know it's a different kind of king cake. Remember, Lowder's on Fern Avenue. And oh, by the way, that praline and whatever that is,
Yes, pecan praline
only
and cream.
this week. I think we may bring that one back. Jeff, what do you think? Back to East Kings? Yeah. Let Nate and Shannon and give some of the crumbs to Brian.